have you on the program. We now move on and over to the Indo-Pacific, where South Korea has said that a top US diplomat expressed regret over an immigration raid in the state of Georgia that detained hundreds of South Korean workers and proposed making the event a turning point to strengthen bilateral relations. The Foreign Ministry said that in a meeting in Seoul, the first Vice Foreign Minister Park Yoon-ju urged Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau to push forward bilateral discussions to follow up measures, including a new visa category. Some 300 South Korean workers returned home to cheers and emotional reunions, a week after being detained in the massive immigration raid at the Hyundai Motors battery plant, an event that sent shockwaves across South Korea. Deputy Secretary Landau expressed deep regret over the incident and proposed using it as a turning point to improve the system and strengthen the South Korea-US relationship. The ministry also said that Landau said President Donald Trump has high interest in the case. South Korea's top security advisor said that after the raid, Trump had suggested that the Koreans stay in the US if they wished, and the negotiations with US officials were straightforward. We're now joined by Dr. Sanjay Kumar. He's a journalist from the Korea Herald and he joins us live from Seoul. Dr. Kumar, thank you very much, as always, for joining us. What is the feeling in South Korea about this incident? I mean, it's over a week ago now that it has occurred, but they were detained for a week. It kept on getting pushed back and pushed back until these individuals, these near 300 South Korean individuals, were meant to come home. Describe the shock that the nation was feeling under the Trump administration, who recently had a visit from Lee Jae-myung, which seemed to have gone very well. What are your thoughts, Dr. Kumar?
Well, Thomas, we had been discussing that US-Korea alliance is ironclad and people-to-people ties are linchpin to that. We had been discussing so many times at the program. But after Friday, well, among the people, there is a lot of anguish among the people against the Trump administration and the manner in which they had been handcuffed. But of course, this anger is not against the US government entirely, but especially it is directed towards the US Homeland Security officers and Trump's some comments before. Although Trump came up with that yes, the Korean engineers must retain in US and help and train the US citizens. That comment also received a very strong backlash here in Korea. But now when we are seeing the US #2 diplomat visiting Seoul and discussing about improving the visa, the visa situation and the intensity of visa and swift issuance of visa, such issues are coming, and especially when he is voicing deep concerns like regrets. This is sending a positive signal. But South Korean government is set now to improve its visa quota, because even if you see the H1 visa quota, South Koreans were only allocated 2,000 visa only out of 85,000 numbers in quota. So that is also sending great concerns here among the government people and the political circles, and they are requesting the government to start the consultation to improve and not to repeat such a misuse of authority in coming months and years to come, because there are so many projects, including this $21.5 billion battery plant, as well as $350 billion South Korea's fund, and many other companies, including like LG Energy Solution, SK, Samsung, and all even mid-range companies in Korea also are seeing it as a must-to-do thing in order to expand and intensify and boost the relationship. When I say boost the relationship, this Make America Shipbuilding Great Again is also being seen with great interest in Korea, and that's why many Korean companies in shipbuilding also, they are seeing it as a great lesson. And South Korean government doesn't want to miss this opportunity to develop greater relationship with the visa authorities and improve the entire visa ecosystem between US and Korea.
Yes, Dr. Kumar, thank you very much for joining us and giving us your insight. Brilliant as always. Well, that is all that we have time for.